So to start using the hero service, we have to explain to our application that that service is available. We need to explain to it that we want to be able to dependency inject it. We need to explain to the system that we actually have it available. So we're going to this lesson, going to our app module down here, the file right here, the app module TS file. And here we need to create the service as what we call a provider, meaning that he can provide data. That's kind of what the service is going to do for us. So here I'm going to say, let's just have a look at the name here, because you have to remember that there's still a class name in your code, the customer service right here. So I'm going back to the app module, I'm going to write customer service like this. And then I can kind of tries to help me, I can do a option enter. And there we go, now with the customer service available right here. Let's just do some spacing. There we go. Now we have a customer service as a provider in our system, meaning that we can start using it all over our code with dependency injection. Yay! So that's a very cool thing. Now we also want the service to do something, right? It's kind of a boring service if it doesn't know what to do. Yeah. So let's try and figure that out. Let's try and make the service actually return a list of customers. So inside the service, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new method here called getCustomers like this. Now that guy is going to return a customer array, right? That's kind of the goal of our service right here. And again, let's just do an option to get that import statement up here. And then what do we want to actually do? Well, we just want to return right here. What are we going to return? Oh, help me out, Lind. Help me out, Lind. You can help me. We want to return the actual list that we built earlier inside the app component. So let's just go and grab this list right here. There we go. We're going to just return this entire list right here. Going back to our service, let's just return that for now. And there we go. Now we kind of made inside our service, we made it able to now return a list of customers. But now it's from a service. And yes, I know it's still hard code. I know. We'll move forward slowly, and then next lesson, or one of the future lessons, we'll actually start to get the service the data from a real REST API. But for now, we have a getCustomer function available now to get all the customers, and we want to use that inside our app component instead of the hard-coded value we made right here. So we're just getting rid of this right now. There we go. We don't want to use the hard-coded value, but how do we use the service in here? Well, that's where it gets so freaking amazing. We're going to make it private here, and we're just going to call it customer service like this. Customer service. Now this is what we call dependency injection. Service. This is what we call dependency injection. Now that's actually going to be a customer service. Customer service like this. There we go. Now we have a customer service available like this. And again, it wants me to... So that's how easy it is for us to inject a service. I didn't do a new keyword. I didn't do anything. That's dependency injection. It takes care of it behind the scenes for me, right? So this is all I had to do. Now the app component have access to my customer service, but how do we populate something? Well, we do this customers equal, and then we say customer service dot get customers. There we go. Now the customers are still available, but is it actually running? Does this actually work? Let's try and have a look at our application. It seems to be running. Let's try and change some names here. Going back to my service, let's write Hingo and Smarky. I don't really don't know. I really don't know. Hingo Smarky. It works! Yay! So we just moved the data responsibility of grabbing the data into the service now, right? And that service now is used inside the app component, where it's actually dependency injected, meaning that this is the way for me now to actually add services to other components. So I can do this anywhere now. I can just put in this line and the service will be available, and I can start just grabbing data from the internet. That's very awesome, guys. That's very awesome stuff. So let's try and do that in the next lesson. Let's end it here. Now we kind of moved the responsibility of getting the data into the service. Next lesson, let's just try and have some more fun. See you next time.